Hey up, and welcome to Callum's Corner. Welcome to a revenge-based vlog. This week I am gonna wreak havoc. I'm gonna wage war on my sister Amy. She's a Sket, basically, a selfish Sket, and a bit of a slot to boot. I mean, long-term viewers of the corner will know all about her. Her kind of list of transgressions, the way she's wronged me, the list is endless. I mean, she's a vegan for a start, but the most recent thing she did to me resulted in a pair of brand new shoes that I bought for myself. Not just any old shoes, mind you, Nike Air Jordans. Basically my dream trainer. I bought them for myself for Christmas. She was entrusted to bring them back from a family holiday, which I paid for, because I had a sickie bug and I couldn't carry the big family suitcase. She didn't bring them back. She left them on the Isle of Wight. It's resulted in me cutting off all contact with her. I was so disgusted with her behaviour. I've since actually replaced the shoe. Let's show it to you just so you know what it's all about. I mean, that's what all the fuss is about. It's gorgeous. Just an incredible shoe. Anyway, I've replaced the shoe and I've actually since got a poppy as well. And I thought both of those things would kind of calm me down a bit, but it turns out I've still got a very real desire for the revenge. So we're going to try and sink that this week. Also, the kind of stars have aligned as well. She's recently moved into an actual house. She previously was living off in a bloody van, and she's got herself a council house, like my dream house as well. It's semi-detached, 3 bedrooms. She probably wasn't even on the waiting list long. I mean, she's got multiple kids from multiple different fathers, and she's recently moved to the Isle of Lesbiana full time. So they probably couldn't give her one quick enough. But that actually is going to prove to be a weakness because it gives her a physical address that I can now utilise and abuse. So I've got a lot of plans. So we're going to do this over a few days. To start with, we need to get ourselves up to Big Nige. So I can, I need to make a lot of phone calls. There's a lot of planning involved in this revenge. My reception's terrible here, and obviously I want you guys to be involved in here. So we're going to head up to Big Nige's, and we're going to have a very enjoyable week, kind of wreaking havoc on Amy, and I'm going to be wearing the hell out of these shoes the whole time. All right, I'll pop them on. Let's head to Big Nige's. Slight change of plan. We're still going up to Nige's, but I opened the front door and there is more moisture than I would like on the ground out there. So we are now, I'm taking these ones off and we're kind of downgrading to these ones, although it's not much of a downgrade, is it? That's still a very beautiful shoe. But I've had these for 3 months or so now, so there's very much a hierarchical order in the Jordans. And these sit kind of top of the pile, king of the jungle. You can see why. Alright, I am at Big Nige's. Part 1 is about to come into process. I'm phoning a florist to hopefully order an evil bunch of flowers. Yeah, some kind of revenge bunch. What are we saying?
Thank you. Just to let you know, we sometimes record calls to help.
Yeah, you're welcome to record it.
And we don't want you to miss out on that special gift.
So I've got a little cover story all set and ready. Hopefully that will be believed and an evil bunch of flowers can be sent. All be organised, you know, I'm willing to pay.
Very good afternoon. It's really bright here into Florence, mate. How can I help you?
Hey up, mate, how are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. Are you, sir?
Yeah, not too bad, mate, not too bad. I wonder whether you could help me. I'm looking to send a bunch of flowers, but do you do like a revenge bunch of flowers? I've recently found out my girlfriend was cheating on me and I'd like to send something nasty. Do you do like a revenge bunch, or is there someone I could maybe pay to like dip them in dog muck or something before they get sent? Or do you have flowers that smell of fecal matter, or just something nasty that I could organise?
Nasty? I don't think so, no. I mean, they're typically celebratory flowers that we do.
Yeah.
But I've got surprise flowers. But it might come as a surprise.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe should be surprised. No, I want the surprise to be something nasty. All right. Well, thanks for your help, man. Maybe I need to go down a different route for it. Thank you, though.
Yeah, I think a joke shop or something, yeah.
Yeah, that's not a
Okay,
bad
no
idea.
problem.
Or maybe some flaming shit or something. Anyway, I'll let you go, mate.
Alright,
I'll let you go.
take care.
I don't think the flower thing is gonna work. I thought it through tactically, as I do, as I excel in, and I don't think any company's gonna want to deliver flowers that are kind of dipped in feces and stuff. So logically, the best thing to do would be to send myself a nice bouquet of flowers and then to, apply the feces myself. I mean, I've got loads of access to it at the moment with little Lenny. I mean, he craps constantly. So that's the thread that I'm going to pull out with that one. But while I am here at Big Nigel's and I've got good signal, I think I'm going to send a pizza to my sister. A lovely, sloppy, greasy Domino's. For those of you who don't know, she is highly vegan, massively vegan, doesn't shut up about it. So I've come up with another little story that I'm going to tell them and get them to leave it on the doorstep where hopefully she will discover it. I'm going to get loads of cheese on it, really greasy, loads of meats. So when she does pick it up, she's got no choice but for the grease to be running over her fingers. You know how the Domino's boxes grow, even with just a normal Domino. And we're going to soup it up with this one. Right, let's give them a call. Domino's Pizza. Oh, are you on speaker? Here we go.
Thanks for calling. Is this much chance I can help?
Hey up, mate, could I order a pizza, please? Hello, man, can I order a pizza, please?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. The line's very bad.
Oh, hold on. Can you hear me now? Yeah, I'm here, dude. Could I order a pizza, please? Okay, that's annoying. Right, that's really annoying. I had a whole story about how I was going to be agoraphobic and I just wanted to leave them on the doorstep. Right, I'm back home again. That was massively disappointed that I couldn't get that blog to understand me. That's not great for a bloody delivery restaurant, is it? But never mind, we move on. What I've done is I prepared an order on the app. I'm going to put it through. It doesn't have a little bit on there where you can specify delivery instructions, just leave it outside. So I'll put the order through and then I'll just phone up and tell him to just leave it on the doorstep. Give my little agoraphobic story. I think it'll be even more believable because you wouldn't want to speak on the phone loads. Maybe you would put the order through. If you're interested in what we're ordering, I've gone for obviously like side orders of chicken, like as much dead animal as possible, spicy chicken wings and stuff like that. I've created my own pizza. They'll only allow you to put 9 toppings on, which is disappointed. So I've really had to go for the greasiest meats possible, the ones that really kind of sweat out as much of their fat and stuff when they're cooked, so it all goes into the box and stuff as it's being delivered. So we've got extra pepperoni. Pepperoni's massively greasy, massively spicy. I'm hoping that even her hands will stink after she's picked it up. We've also got some tandoori chicken, extra pork meatballs. Yeah, big meatballs, big balls of meat. That's just what she won't like. Ground beef, extra ground beef, really get that ground cow in there. Sausage, I think that was our 9. It's just loads and loads of meat, basically, as much dead animal and stuff as I can get in there, as I said, and also as much dairy products. I've gone for the base to have like a stuffed crust with mozzarella. I've gone for extra mozzarella, all full fat on there. It's gonna be like a sloppy, greasy mess. I'm looking forward to this so much. This is my favourite vlog I've ever made. This is great, and we can do this all bloody week. Good day to you. Right, it is time for our day 2 progress report, and there is progress to report, both good and possibly slightly worrying progress. Well, not progress, but slightly worrying reaction or something. I don't know. This has confused me slightly, but the pizza thing worked like a treat, absolute treat. I've heard secondhand from my mum, she's spoken to my sister since, that basically she didn't see the pizza until she came down to pick her kids up from school. And she thought that it was a vegan pizza. Apparently you could order like a cheeseless pizza now. That's not a pizza, that's just another example of vegans pretending something is something. That is pastry, bread, dough, baked dough with tomato on. That's not a pizza. Just like if you squeeze a nut, that's not milk. That's the juice of a nut. Another case of the vegans trying to make something that's not, just basically lying. Proven. Anyway, she thought that her partner had ordered her a cheeseless pizza, like a vegan pizza, and she picked it up and took it into our house. It's incredible. I could not have asked for more. She was horrified by it, apparently. Horrified once she opened it. She even asked one of her neighbours to put it in that food bin. How precious do you have to be? How vegan do you have to be that you won't even let dairy goods and meat go in your food bin? It's ridiculous. So that is very much a case of mission accomplished. Game over. Well, not game over. It's only the opening gambit, but it's gone very well. However, the post has come today. Just make sure I'm hiding my address. I don't want any more of you knowing it. I've got this through in the post today. I don't think it can be my sister. It would be too soon. I mean, she doesn't know that it's me. Like my mum was saying, she was phoning around the Domino's branches, trying to find out why it had been delivered there and stuff. So she doesn't know it was me. I mean, she must have an idea. But this has come through the post, right? And it is a vegan magazine. I don't think she could have ordered one and sent it in the time that she's had. So it's quite important for me to know that it was one of you that sent this. So can you just own up to it in the comments? Actually, so isn't it? Now I'm saying that, I know like 100 of you are going to own up to sending me a vegan magazine, so I'm never going to know. So that's the downside to it. I don't know whether this is like, I mean, it's rubbish if that's her response. Said she spent £4 on sending me a vegan magazine with like the sorted advertisements with it. Like, delighted to enclose a copy of Beavers. Everyone's going vegan. Well, they're not. I'm not, that's for sure. Most of the people who watch my channel aren't. More lies. As requested. I hope you enjoy reading it and pass it on to your friends. This will literally, it's not even fit for lining the guinea pigs cage. It's shiny. It doesn't feel very environmentally friendly. That's what vegans don't care about the trees, do they? Oh, we'll have a massive glossy magazine. You know, we'll murder more trees, but don't touch the pigs. Don't enjoy their deliciousness. It's mental. So that is where we are on day 2. I've got more stuff planned. But this next bit involves a little recce. I'm here on site, and great news. She's got a bloody porchway. It's viable. The plan will work. I'm not going to show you which one she lives in, obviously, because that doesn't end well for me, but yeah, it's on. We are back home again, and the ingredients are all laid out. Now, hopefully you can guess what my evil plan is. For those of you who aren't an evil genius to guess, I will break it down and explain it for you. Right, so the plan is a combination of flowers and her massive, massive ego. I am going to leave these flowers in her porchway. She's got massive, massive ego. She's going to think one of the new neighbours has left them there to welcome her, that everyone loves her and stuff. She'll take them into her house, she'll pop them in water. What she won't know is that I am about to spend a long time, probably an inordinate amount of time, slicing up tiny wafer-sized slivers of bacon and tweezing that into the unopened flower pods. Thus, when they are popped in water into a house and they open, loads of little bits of rancid bacon will hopefully fall out all over her table, wherever she puts them, in the vase. You know, she's a vegan, she's going to hate bacon being in her house. For me, this will be a massive win, I think. Right, flowers have been deposited in Amy's porch. It's perfect, she will suspect nothing. I did it at a time when she was out collecting her kids from school, so she's going to see them as soon as she gets home, and she'll be like, oh lovely, someone's left me flowers. You know, she spends her life drunk on herself anyway, and women lose their heads over flowers. Like, it's a weakness in their species. Oh, flowers. She suspect nothing. It's amazing. I'm now going to get myself a celebratory donut, nice donut, from a wonderful local bakery. Sometimes life is sweet, quite literally. Right, there are some very weird goings on in my house at the moment, and to be quite frank with you, I am suspicious. So last night I was streaming, everything going fine as normal, and then barely half an hour into it, if that actually, like 20 minutes, quarter of an hour, poof, gone. Power gone. Everything in darkness. Streams cut out. The house is dark. So I go out to the fuse box and the trip switch is gone. Right? Flick it back on. Everything comes back on. Go out to make myself a cup of tea before getting back on stream and gone again, right? So I'm thinking, we've got an issue here. I try it one more time, same thing happened, and I know at this point that something I'm thinking is tripping it. So I've got to isolate it. I tried the kettle first of all because I thought maybe that was doing it, but it wasn't that. Fridge and stuff. It took me ages. I spent like an hour doing it, and eventually power came back on. Too late to go back on stream. Went to bed, thinking everything's normal. Right? Again today, 3 times. It is tripped, right? And there is no consistency to it. If a device is tripping it, I would know about it by now. thorough investigation. Do me a favour, like beyond thorough. So basically, what I'm thinking is that my mum is involved in it. You know, I do not trust that woman at all. And if she somehow worked out, basically what I'm worried about is that my sister, more likely than her, because my mum doesn't even understand YouTube, but my sister may have watched my last video, and she's told my mum about the hairbrush thing, and she's now hell-bent on some kind of revenge. So this is my family. You know, as if this is my sister's attempt at getting back on me, you know, sending me vegan magazines and turning the power off occasionally. Do me a favour. You think that compares to the psychological horror of rancid bacon being slowly dropped onto her unsuspecting counter wherever she's got those flowers? She knows nothing about that. That's not been mentioned. You know, there are levels to the game, and, you know, I've got plenty more up here, so if it's war she wants, it's on. You know, my heckles are raised and I'm suspicious, and I will be watching. Hey up, and welcome to day 4 of my reign of terror. Now, my last couple of days have very much been spent analysing the data, so I can make some conclusions. I don't like to jump to conclusions, so I gave it a couple of days to kind of check for possible responses and just to do my thorough investigations. One conclusion that I've made is that the vegan magazine, that could not have been my sister. It came through far too quickly, and also in the post this week I've received rubbish like astroturf samples and stuff. Everything that the mean monkeys like to send. So I think the vegan magazine came from the mean monkeys. It's got their hallmarks all over it, and literally some of the stuff actually had their name on it. So Lewis, stop being a twat, mate. You're making a situation even more complicated. You're getting involved in stuff you don't even understand. You don't want to get sucked into this battle, mate. Stop sending stuff to me. So I don't think Amy was involved in that. Number 2, the power stopped tripping. It stopped raining and the power stopped going out. So I think those two things are linked, and I need to get an electrician in. I don't think that was Amy. Conclusion number 3 has been drawn from my previous 2 conclusions. I don't think Amy is aware that I am waging a war of terror on her. Obviously, that's going to change pretty quickly. I mean, her and my mum don't actively watch my videos anymore. They haven't for years now. But it will get back to them. Members of the family do. So it is well and truly on. I think I'm going to stop this vlog here. We're going to kind of have that as round 1 and very much continue it into next week. Only because I've recorded so much. I'm going to have to edit so much out, otherwise, and it's going to be like hours long. So that's round 1. Next week will definitely be round 2. If you've got good ideas that you think I could utilise in the war, do leave it in the comment section. I've got plenty myself and I don't want to publicise them, but extra ammunition is always good. So yeah, so far we'll say that is round 1. I mean, I'll let you guys be the judge of who's winning at the moment. She's sitting there with a ticking time bomb of bacon popped in her flowers, ready to spill wherever she's put them, and I'm sitting here, sitting pretty. Let me know who you think's winning. If you enjoyed the video, please do leave a like. If you didn't, please do leave a dislike. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you here next week for the updates.